Hail and well met, my fellow Hearthstone players, and welcome to Hearth Coach, the podcast that can help you be legendary. I'm your host, Ann, and this is the other host, FRID.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hey, you brought an audience.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Very excited
Yeah.
today.
He is a player of Legend Ranked, and I have convinced him to coach me, recorded in podcast form, and put it out there so as to hopefully help some more of you make it to Legend also.
Oh,
Alrighty,
all
so
right.
here we are, up and
What
running.
would Uther do?
I don't know what Uther would do, but we're going to do this podcast.
Is that Anduin? He's
Arthas.
conf- Oh.
Well, according to the sound bit, it's Arthas.
Oh, it's still Arth. This is before the other Arthas that
Yes,
we
I think
have.
we probably have before and after Arthas
he
bits.
he was still kind of okay.
Yeah,
Prince Arthas, not the mean other
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Oof. Got it.
Before Strathholm.
Yeah, things went a little
Yeah, well,
different.
there are those who say he did what he had to do, but I
Mm.
don't know, kind of rough.
Oh, speaking of which,
What's that?
that game, is it ever gonna come out? Do you
Which
remember?
game?
They remastered Warcraft 3?
Oh well,
Is that
guess what? They got till the end of the year.
That's right.
It
So they're
said
gonna they're gonna use it.
by the end of 2019 is all it
they're gonna
said.
they're gonna use their full year. Okay, that
So
makes
I
sense.
guess it'll be a Christmas present.
I was like, well, I kind of wanted to see what it looked like, but I guess we'll sit here for a
Yep.
little bit.
Well, it just said 20. It just yeah, you click on it. It just says coming 2019. So
All right, we'll
we're
sit. We'll sit tight.
wait patiently.
I kind of want to try that again to see what it feels like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I never really played it, so
Really?
no, not that I can remember. I don't know.
Isn't that what created Dota? Is it Dota or
Mm,
League? One of those was based on that engine. Anyway, that this is not the Dota or Warcraft podcast. I was just
No, this is the Hearthstone Variety Podcast.
it's got space, it's
Yeah, we talk about
got
all
life, it's got
mostly.
mental health,
We
family
try.
life,
We try.
how to prepare for becoming a parent.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I'm that one's got me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still know it's funny. Everybody keeps asking me. I'm like, still waiting. All I know is the paperwork's somewhere between here and there. I won't know anything again until the caseworker is handed it and is told to move them. So next time I hear anything, it'll be like, hey, we got 2 weeks. So
Man, it's
yeah,
nerve-wracking just
uh,
waiting around like for something to happen.
yeah. Tell me about it. So, but it is what it is. I try not to worry about things I can't control as best I can.
That's what they
But
say you should do.
yeah,
So doing the right thing,
I
but
do
it's
a
like,
pretty
ugh,
fair job of that. I know, but I know,
doesn't feel
especially
good.
since yeah, every time I see mom, every Saturday I go out there to see mom and whatnot, and she's like, "What? Heard anything? No, no."
Nothing.
Sister calls. No, sorry, don't know anything yet.
We're at the mercy of this process. So
Yeah, that's about it. Uh, but we are not at the mercy of the process of our podcast because we can do what we want with this thing. So,
we sure can, and we will.
so trans.
Especially today, we have something different.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
same but
the
different, I guess.
the meta's the meta's super different. It's a quest heavy meta, that's for sure. But we'll get to that. But this deck isn't even a what we're playing isn't even a quest deck. But anyway, we'll get to the deck in a moment here. Uh, since I started, nothing super interesting with my week. Uh, it hasn't been too good with the Hearthstone.
Oh no.
I'm missing my hunter deck that I knew how to play. Uh, I'm trying to just focus on not getting discouraged with my learning curve. It is what it is. I just, the old adage, I just can't quit. That's the only thing that will defeat me is if I give up, which I really don't have any intention of doing. But oh, my head hurts from bouncing off the floor all week. There's a little bit of an egg developing there on my forehead. Uh, been playing a couple versions of the Quest Shaman and tried out the Quest Druid, which seems like it should work better. I I don't know. I
What
don't
is
see
it?
a
What is it supposed to be? The combo that, not the combo. The choose one, you get everything, right?
right. Correct. You just have
So
to end 4 turns with unspent mana, which is not a hard thing to do, but I don't know if you do. Seems like if yeah, the meta's a bit faster now, which I can't say I hate. But even with getting that quest off by turn 5, it seems to still be too
there's
slow.
not enough. Wow.
Yeah, unless you just have the right mix of cards. I've tried doing it both ways with just straight up not spending mana and just getting the quest done by turn 5 and trying to go for it. And there are times, by turn 5 I'm almost dead. Or they've gotten so far ahead I just can't catch up from there. And turn the tables. Sometimes, but not always.
Not all the
Uh,
time.
not. Oh, I mean, no, it's bad. Let me see. I was the what was the win rate with that stupid thing? Let me see. I'm looking for. It was like 37%.
Mm,
Question with 35%. 7 and 13.
a little bit rough. Ooh.
So that was a part of my week. Let me see. The quest shamans, yeah, not much better. I've had a little bit better day today. I guess I'm up to 8 and 5 with this newer shaman, a different version, but that's just because I've won a few games this morning. I know I've played more than this, so I probably didn't get them all recorded. But yeah, sitting on 5 and like three, 3 or 4 stars, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Not.
just just gotta not get discouraged by the learning curve. Try and remember, and I'm saying this for my own benefit too. So I gotta keep reminding myself this. Just enjoy the new meta's fun with all the crazy stuff to try out. I do feel like I've been a bit more competitive with the second version of the Quest Shaman. Just feeling like I'm making again back to the um, making decisions and not just playing cards and hoping for the best. If that makes sense?
Mm-hmm. You actually think you have some
Yeah,
semblance of.
I'm seeing the outs and I'm seeing plans and stuff, and not just looking at cards going, I have no idea what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this one's green. I guess I'll play it.
We'll play it.
you know, and just try and learn by playing, which is how it works for me. So just hopefully I'll get something figure it out a bit more quickly, and it won't take me as long as it did, last time. By the time I got around to figuring out the Mech Hunter, that was about almost card changing time. So,
Yeah.
but that's the way it goes. Uh, I'm again, it's not that I've been having a miserable time with it or anything, miserable progress, but it's been neat. Uh, and not a whole lot with the sciencey stuff. A lot of, like I said, a lot of the shows and whatnot that I like to watch take the summer off. I did see something. Anton Petrov. It's his YouTube channel. He's super consistent with putting something out every day. This dude just spends his days looking through scientific papers and whatnot, and will do a story on whatever seems interesting that day. So he talked about a triple galaxy merger recently, where it's like the second time they found three super massive black holes, fairly well close enough to each other that they can get it all in one frame of a picture, and and again, some billion something light years away. But that was pretty neat. We haven't seen that a bunch of times, so that was kind of cool. So I always, everybody always digs the black hole stuff. So if you want to see, his videos are fairly short. I think they're 10 minutes or less usually, and yeah, they're pretty neat. So that's about all I really have going on for my week. Just remember, everybody, I know if I'm getting frustrated and a little discouraged, yeah, just remember there's a learning curve with the new set. Try and have fun, and eventually, I'll find something I gel with. I was starting to feel pretty good with that, with my second version of the Quest, um, Quest Shaman, which isn't crazy different than the first one. Got a couple of fire elementals in there. I forgot what got taken out for it. I just tried something else off of the net. So I think I have rambled on enough, my friend. How has your week been? Have
It's
you come across anything interesting?
it's funny that it's different than your experience. I haven't seen much of the Quest stuff.
Really?
Nah, not at all. And not that I played 100 games, but I've been and I had a Warlock quest. That's normally what happens. I mean, let's try Zoo, see what it does, and I have been very successful with it. I don't know if it's a lucky streak or what is happening, but I've been able to win a bunch of games. So I'm at 4 stars, four rank 4, full of stars. And
Nice.
what I was looking to see what we could do, and I ran across a video from Kriparian where he's saying that there's a new zoo that uses single cards. So like Reno, of
Mhm.
course there's no Reno.
I like Highlander. There can be only one.
Yeah, Singleton, Highlander, whatever. And but it's Zoo. And I had noticed that the first version of Zoo that I played was kind of going in one direction, and then the second version was going in a different direction. And when you look at this deck, it seems like they took both and sort of made a 60 card deck, and then took out the duplicates, and that's what you end up with, like a combination of the two, which is kind of interesting because that means all of these cards are good that you want to fit in a Zoo deck, but there's no room. This kind of solves that problem where you're like, okay, well, you can play them all. And apparently, the key is how do you use Zephyrs the Great to maximum impact, right?
Mhm.
He was talking about setups where you can, if you have a full board and you play him, you're gonna get Bloodlust or something like that. So that'll be or Savage Roar or something.
Yes.
That'd be kind of cool if we we could pull that off. But I haven't. I've only played one game because I was playing the other like more traditional Zoo, and I was having a lot of success. But we'll go through the deck. I feel good about it, and I haven't seen the quests
Mm.
that much. I've seen a lot of mage, and
I've seen, let me see, rogue, a lot of rogue and mage, and other shamans.
okay,
That's mostly what I've seen.
yeah. I mean, it's been mage and warrior, of course.
I'm lucky. I
Uh,
haven't come across a lot of warriors. I
Interesting.
don't think I've played any today.
Well, maybe that thing is going away finally because it's annoying. But yeah, good stuff. Yeah, no,
Cool.
I feel good about where this all is and how positive the zoo is still a thing even this far. You know,
Oh, Zoo will almost always
I guess
there'll always be a version of Zoo some kind of way. Now, how good or prevalent it may be in the meta will always go up and down. But yeah.
yeah, no, you're right because it's just yeah, it's easy enough and accessible enough that
Yeah. Well, and you can just crank out games. You can just
true they go
possibly
that quick.
get an over if you can just get a above average win rate and just crank out the games. Eventually, you can get there.
Yep. Yep. Well, do you want to
Are
anything
you good?
else? I don't think so, right?
Okay, so it's that time.
You call that wretched pile of cards a deck?
Yes, yes, Bad Arthas. This is our
And,
wretched pile of cards for the week.
I think this is a
That's
wretched
that's
pile
the
of cards.
second. I guess that should be the segment name. Our wretched pile of cards for the week.
Yeah, and this one kind of feels that way. Like, really? Did they call this a deck? But I guess so. All right, so let's go through. It's a long one, and I don't know. I'll highlight a few here and there. There's some of these that have been in Zoo for so long. I don't think there's any explanation required.
Yeah.
Abusive Sergeant, and of course, everything is one off.
Mhm.
Here's a new one, Beaming Sidekick. I had heard about this being important for Zoo. So it's a 1 mana 1/2. Not aggressive, but good health. But the battle cry is give a friendly minion +2 health. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Play a Flame Imp, and this
Mhm.
behind it, now you have a 3/4. It's insane. So on turn 1 or 2.
I got a golden one.
Oh,
Doesn't look that good though.
he's
It's neat, but
he's what is he doing? Like hiking or
yeah,
something?
they're hiking
Or
up a
she?
mountain.
I don't know. It's a girl, maybe.
It's fairly androgynous, but they look
Yeah.
like they're hiking up some kind of a mountain. They got gear on.
Yep. Hey, we got Crystallizer. There's some synergy here with the cards that do when you do damage to yourself. There's a couple of those sprinkled throughout the deck. I think is Duskbat and the Disease Vulture.
Uh,
Flame Imp as well, so they do damage to you. Grim Rally, Mekaru, Mermy. Mermy, did we? I played around with Mermy on the Murloc Paladin, which is kind of funny. It's a 1/1 reborn Murloc. It's pretty good.
it's one
Sort
of
of
them
like the.
cards that everybody poo poos on, but it's like everywhere.
There's always a place for this kind of stuff. This
Mhm.
is, and they always make a new one. Mekaru, Possessed Villager, Argent Squire. It seems to be the same kind of card. The part that summons again, though, it's better. Can you silence Reborn? I guess you can, right?
Yes, I
I have
believe so. Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of silence, but I mean you wouldn't
Mm-mm.
silence this, but you could. Um, so it's kind of like a Mecharoo, but yeah, basically not a mech, a Murloc in this case. Then a Sinister Deal. So one version that I played had this, the other one did not. But this is the Discover a Lackey. pretty straightforward. Soulfire, Spirit Bomb. This one I haven't seen as much, but it's a 1 mana deal 4 damage to a minion and to your hero. So it's a bit of removal and as well as synergizing with your things that do damage to yourself. Solarium, Voidwalker, Direwolf Alpha, Evil Genius, Knife Juggler. Okay, here's a new one. Quicksand Elemental. 2 mana, 3/2. Battle Cry, give all enemy minions -2 attack this turn. Kind of tech card, but it's a good addition. In Zoo, which is minion based, you want things that don't hit too hard so that your minions survive. So this helps you with that. Scarab Egg and Serpent Egg. Now, Serpent Egg, again, wasn't one of the
I've been seeing
versions.
a lot of this.
You haven't?
I
You
have. It seems
Mhm.
like every time I come up against a Warlock, they get this card first.
Yeah, this is interesting. A 0/3, 2 mana. Summon at 3/4. Sea Serpent. Which is pretty good. So you have the, Grim Rally or Evil Genius,
target, yeah.
stuff like that. You Dire Wolf it, and later you'll see the Defender of Argus. So plenty of ways to activate it. Zephyrs the Great, she already talked about.
Yes,
That's why.
and I still question if some of those algorithms aren't helping out Rogue, but yeah.
This is
Anyway,
how you. This is our reason to play this deck, basically, in this way.
I think card is almost like what's our old favorite, the 5. Um, makes your opponent's spells or cards cost
Oh,
5 more.
Lotheb?
Lotheb.
Lotheb?
This is almost like the new Lotheb. This thing is, I think, in like almost every deck, whether it's um, a singleton or not.
I know
Almost.
they save it to the end, like just
It's
hang
like
on to
just
it.
in case. It's like that's kind of like um.
It's like
Oh,
a
in God, the 9 mana cost card in Shama. I've just been playing it. Me and you.
Shudderwalk.
Shudderwalk. Yeah, it's kind of like in case of emergency, break glass. It's kind of how I see it, I guess.
Yeah, so this was it's like Swiss Army knife of cards. Where
I had to make it for this. I didn't. This was like the
eh,
one card I didn't have for the deck. But still got plenty of dust.
had Duskbat here. I think this is old. This came with which set? The Witchwood. Yeah, it's a pretty old card. And it was hyped up as maybe it's gonna be good, but A 3 mana 2/4. If your hero took damage this turn, summon 2 1/1 bats. So again, those things that do damage to yourself. That's what this is here for.
And I just want to also point out real quick that the Warlock quest is still so bad. It's not even in a deck like this.
That's right.
Not even. I mean, there's like one of everything. Why isn't? Do I not just throw it in?
That's true. Huh.
I might try that just because, but yeah, I guess that's just how bad it is. You got to do like 20 damage to yourself, and there's no healing. So,
It's
but
20
anyway,
damage, or is it
I think you got to take
draw
20.
cards?
I think 20 or
Wait, let's
oh
see.
gosh, now I gotta look.
Supreme Archaeology. Draw 20 cards.
Oh,
Reward
draw 20 cards. Okay.
Tome of Origination. What does that do? Forget. They cost 0, or you don't do damage to yourself? That's
Yeah, I think you
interesting.
can draw cards without damage or something. I don't have it.
Yeah, I
May
mean,
I don't have it.
if you've drawn 20 cards, it's probably not a good scenario. So you need to kind of build a deck around drawing
Drawing and creating
excessive.
more cards and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
All right.
But still. But with this kind of a deck, if you're drawing 20 cards, you're probably not doing too good.
I mean, you will, but it's not the way to. After that, what benefit could you
Usually,
get?
yeah,
Yeah.
usually with these type
The
of zoo
game's
decks,
ended.
you wanna end it before you probably draw 20 cards, more
Yep.
than likely.
Okay, so in the 3 mana we have History Buff, which is a new card I hadn't seen. And whenever you play a minion, give a random minion in your hand 1/1 +1/+1. But it's a 3 mana 3/4, which is solid on his own. And with all these cheap minions, you can buff them up in your hand. It's pretty neat. Magic Carpet, Neferset Thrasher. All right, so this card is good early, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 mana 4/5. But every time that it attacks, it deals 3 to your hero. It's not as good later, but still, a 3 mana 4/5 is nothing to.
Like you don't throw this away if you get it
Yeah,
on your
right. You want to
initial
get this
draw.
out. This is like Yeti for 1 less with this downside that doesn't matter too much. Snip Snap, of course. Witch's Cauldron is here, which is kind of neat because, you know, you can get some shaman spells and get things going.
Now that I have golden, which is cool.
I do too, so you get
Like
some
the
gold
golden
coins.
shaman spells.
Defender of Argus, Disease Vulture. Talked about this, but I'll mention it. It's a 4 mana 3/5, which is not that great, standard. But when your hero takes damage on your turn, summon a random 3-cost minion. So you could. I've been tempted to use the lackeys to deal damage to myself, but I haven't gone that far. Trade the battle cry for a 3v drop. Sometimes could be worth it.
Yes, it could.
Yep. You got Leroy Jenkins, Ciliax, and Sea Giant. So there you go. It's a lot of stuff. It plays like Zoo. There is a twist with the Zephyrs, but that's about it.
Okay. One more thing. Hijack here real quick before we get on. I want to mention this at the beginning of the show. I have been successfully recording and uploading to YouTube. I've done it 3 weeks in a row now. So I'm going to keep going. This one's being recorded. I just didn't want to mention that stuff before until I was actually doing it, and I've kind of successfully worked out a routine. So there is that. The Hearth Coach YouTube page. I'll be posting the videos. So it's basically the podcast with video. So
Nice. Good
yes,
job.
thank you.
And now you've been talking about it
Yeah,
for a while.
well, yeah. I like I said, I wanted to actually be doing it because I talk about a lot of stuff. So, like I said, I just wanted to make. I've got it worked into the routine and whatnot. So, from here on out, I hope to keep that going. So, uh, and I'll work on trying to fix that up. So, yeah, there is that. So now that now that you broke down the deck, shall we move on to playing a game?
Let's see how it does. I'm ready.
I hope we get to do a Zephyrs. Okay, I am on the proper deck. Pushing the button. And
I
we're
mean, it
off.
kind of gives you a different flavor for a classic that
Yeah.
we've been playing for years. Literally. For many years.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah, it's like
Same as it ever was.
just what old is new again, or whatever the saying is.
A cookie if anybody knew what song I was referencing.
Oh.
Okay, so here we are though. I'm on the coin. We have Sinister Deal, which I'm inclined to keep. Duskbat and the Evil Genius, kind of little synergy there. I would keep those. I think I would throw back Snip Snap because he's more better later in the game, and I got stuff to use right now. That's what I would do.
All right. It doesn't give you something on turn 1 against this paladin, but we could always coin out a lackey or something if we
and
so
we get
desired.
Disease the Vulture. Okay.
Yep. He's a little early
We
to
get
the game, but
Crystallizer.
oh, there you go. So you can do
Oh,
that.
play Crystallizer?
Yeah, it's better to have just something
Mm-hmm.
than the sinister deal when there's a situation, right? And you can
Right.
decide, hey, what do we need? That's better. But Crystallizer is good always, so we just throw him out there. Blessing of Wisdom. Oh, he's icing it out.
Okay, we draw Scarab Egg.
I, okay. I actually think we don't attack with this.
No, actually, no. I'd already made up. I'm sorry.
Okay,
You
just
didn't read my
making
mind? That didn't come through? I'd
just
already
making
decided I
sure.
wasn't going to attack.
Yeah, it's
But we
not
drew
worth for
Scarab Egg.
one.
Should we just play the Scarab Egg?
Yeah, I like the egg.
We'll play the Scarab
You
Egg.
can activate him next turn.
Yep.
Just don't attack with that. You could actually kill it with the Evil Genius too. Just get it over with. Call to Adventure. Draw the lowest cost. So now he has something in hand.
Soulfire.
Yeah, so it's either activating the egg or activating or getting rid of the crystallizer. That's kind of a
I
liability.
guess we might as well get rid of the crystallizer. Right? And maybe we'll get... Or do you want to bust the egg? You think busting the egg's better?
He's getting ready to consecrate, so probably not.
Okay.
We just get the lackeys.
Yeah.
And we'll see. From the Evil Genius, yeah. Get rid of the crystallizer.
We get... Ooh. We get the taunt one and the transform. And I would throw the taunt on the egg right now.
Yeah, we can start that process. Try to get it activated.
Throw something out there in the way. Alright, we still got Witchy Lackey, Soulfire, Coin, Sinister Deal, Diseased Vulture, and Duskbat in my hand.
Ooh, big Archmage Vargoth. With nothing, so that's okay.
Okay, we draw Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah, so between that and the
Soulfire.
Soulfire, you can get rid of this. Question is, do we do
hang
anything
on.
else?
I'm looking. Do we want to discover a lackey and see if we get... no, we won't get 4 damage, though.
Yeah, it's not
Alright,
enough.
I'm going to
do that
play
and
the
see-
Abusive Sergeant first.
Right.
Do I do
See-
it on the egg? No. We want to keep the egg. Yeah. Alright, I put it on the
leave him
Evil
out there.
Genius. I'm going to Soulfire. Please, nothing too good. Diseased Vulture.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, not one of the ones. And then I trade into, so we get rid of Vargoth.
I would,
Draw card?
yeah, probably draw. It's good enough.
I know.
We had to get rid of that thing as a 4/8 if it starts going.
We didn't draw first because we kind of had to see how things played out.
Yeah, and if that thing draws, we'd be...
Oh,
no.
Prismatic Lens.
Ugh.
Damn it.
Oh,
The
wow.
1 mana Tyrion Ford Ring.
1 mana Tyrion Ford Ring. Well.
Alrighty. So we draw Knife Juggler.
But you have Grim Rally. Okay. Well, let's see. What else? Okay.
We got... If your hero took damage this turn... Because if I Grim Rally, I'd like to use it on the
Egg.
minions I got out of the egg.
So, well, no, I mean, we need the knives more than we need that, unfortunately.
Okay, so we'll play Knife Juggler.
Yeah, Juggler, and we Grim Rally
the egg.
And let's see.
Right?
Yep.
Do we want
We
any
get
other
lucky.
minions? No, we can't. We don't want to like put the witchy down or anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Oh shoot. Refuse.
Yeah.
Oh. It's our downfall.
It's not enough. I'm going to run these 2 into it anyway.
Yeah, and then play something else. The witchy on the 1/1 and see maybe that'll kill it. Oh god.
Nope.
Come on.
Didn't work.
Ah. We had another chance with the Discover, but it's okay. We left it at 1. It's just whether he can... Oh, there's the Consecration. So he did have it. He had a heal. See, that's what I was afraid of. That's probably going to do it because this thing's going to live forever.
Nip snap. Well, let's see if we get the 2 damage lackey.
Yep.
2 damage lackey.
There you go.
2 damage to Tyrion. Bye-bye, Tyrion.
We'll tap.
We get the magic carpet. I would coin out the dust
Coin out
bat.
of the dust bat. Yeah, let's get that out there. You'll reuse Consecration.
What
Not sure
about
what else.
what about playing magic carpet? Because we could draw a card dust bat next turn. Oh no, he can just swing in and take out magic
Yeah,
carpet.
no.
Never mind.
Well, no, it's 6, but
Oh, was it? Oh, it was 6. Well,
but I think
all
it's
right.
a little much. We'll try to use it when we. That means.
Duel?
Whoa. Oh, so this is something weird, like with big stuff.
Yeah.
You played a bulldozer out of that duel.
We draw Ziliax. Interesting, but
Not helpful.
no.
Yet.
No.
Why do we have to draw right here? Draw a card?
We don't want to lay down a couple of snip snaps. Just check them before I draw a card, because we won't be able to after that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, drawing a card. History buff.
Doesn't do anything
Doesn't
either.
help us here.
We could try to start working on it with Ziliax, the big guy, and run that in. 3.
We need to take out the 1/1.
1/1, yeah.
We just go ahead and run the other 2 into this and make it take
Maybe
it down.
just 1.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other one up. Yeah, just to have a couple things. Just to compromise. Duel again. Yeah, so this is based around these. Cast a random paladin secret. Desperate measures twice. So now you could have redemptions and stuff. That's the problem. This is interesting. We just couldn't get going quickly enough. Well, there's Solarium.
Maybe see what we get with Solarium. Zephyrs?
Oh.
I guess we play Zephyrs. Right? Yes? No? Speak now.
I think so.
I'm playing Zephyrs.
What is the... I don't even know what he'll offer.
I don't know either. Big Game Hunter.
Oh, BGH.
Multi-shot.
Wait, what's multi-shot?
3 damage to 2 random enemies. I'd get rid of one of them. Big Game Hunter gets rid of one, the same one. I would probably go multi-shot.
I kind of like BGH, right? Because it leaves something behind. It's not that great, but it's something. Oh, it could be redemption, though. Well, okay. Not much we can do there.
Hidden Wisdom.
Oh.
Run the 1/1 into the 5/9.
Yeah, see if it's a noble sacrifice. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's eye for an eye? Who knows? Prismatic lens number 2. Oof.
Damn, dude, if we were doing a quest, we'd
we're getting close,
done it.
right?
We've gone through 20 cards, down to 10.
Second Consecration and yeah, an 8/10 with the Ziliax mech thing. Well, we tried, just couldn't get going fast enough. So
what is? I'm just gonna concede.
Yeah, it's over.
What? Man, I'd like to know what that
some
quest
weird
is. Well, I don't have the card, and I don't know if busting the quest there would have saved us.
We'll have to figure out what it even is.
I know you gotta make the card to figure it out, I guess.
No, you look it up. I think it's either the card costs 0 or it doesn't do damage. I think they cost 0, but that doesn't help you in this deck at all, right? Like getting a
Yeah.
flame imp to be 0, it's like, oh, okay. That doesn't do anything. What kind of paladin do you think this was? I don't know.
I have not seen that before. Oop, wrong.
Duel, I'm gonna call it. I don't know, because it kept, pulling those.
Big Sham or Big Pally.
Right.
It's kind of what it was, just going for big minions, and it was doing it. Creative use of that one card. Got out a 1-mana Tyrion. Jeez.
All right, priest. Get your drink ready. Sit back, relax.
Spirit Bomb. I don't guess we want that right yet. We'll keep the Crystallizer.
Mhm.
Keep the history buff.
No, the other guy though. That'll be good.
And keep the Nephrosit Thrasher.
Yes.
We could play that on turn 2 even. Throw back the history buff, Spirit Bomb, see what we get. Sinister Deal and a Voidwalker. Okay. Sinister Deal, well,
Crystallizer.
enough. Okay. Playing, yeah, I got a Snip Snap on the draw. Gonna play the Crystallizer. This is our second game, right?
Second game.
Okay.
Against priest. Get ready to be a while. Nephroset Ritualist. Restore.
Soulfire.
So this is the Psycho Pump. Is that what the card is called? The one that brings back minions that die with Reborn. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
It's a 3/1, but the deck normally plays. But now he just played.
Soulfire. Do we want to?
We'll coin out that guy. Yeah.
Coin him out.
Let's bring him out to play.
Attack with the 1/3 into the face. We got our 4/5 on board. Let me just start hopefully trying to pour it on. Maybe go for a Sinister Deal next turn. See what kind of a lackey we can get. We got a Voidwalker to throw out there.
What did he do? Improved Tolvir. 2/6.
Draw. It's a 2/6 taunt, takes 3 damage.
Yeah, but this is the stuff that he'll bring back with that card I was talking about, Psycho Pump. But okay, so
Sinister Deal.
Yeah, let's see what we get.
Maybe
the 2 damage.
Taunt.
2 damage thing. Not this time.
We get +1 attack and rush.
Well, you can put that on a Voidwalker, right?
Yeah.
And with that, it should do it. Voidwalker, put that on it, and then with the...
Yep.
And the question is, do we deal with this thing or not?
I'm gonna clear it. I don't know. I just like clearing the board.
I might as well just take care of it while we're at it,
Let's see what kind of shenanigans.
Holy Ripple. Deal what damage? What does that do? To all enemies, restore 1 health to all friendly characters.
Okay.
All right.
We drew a Sea Giant. It's either draw a card.
Yeah, unless it's a naked snip snap. That could be the other possibility here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Going into turn 5.
We got a fair little amount of low mana cost cards. I'd probably draw a card, but
Right.
it's still a couple turns away from getting 2 snip snaps. So, all right, I'm gonna draw a card. We get Zephyrs.
Mm,
We play Zephyrs.
he's gonna.
You wanna wait?
We could play him. I mean, why not? Maybe it's just like it's a zoo anyway. It's just gonna be kind of generic because we don't know.
Assassin's Blade. Defender of Argus.
Argus, yeah, is much better with our deck. Swing.
Attack. Let's see what it can do. There's an Acolyte of Pain. Extra arms on Acolyte of Pain.
You can Argus it down.
Yep.
And
Draw
Macaru.
Mechbot. Mecharoo. Mechbot.
Macbot? That's a new one. We'll take it. No.
Okay, so play Defender.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of the Acolyte, and that kills our thing. It did its job, I guess. Sort of.
Yeah. Well, he's only going to get 1 card out of his Acolyte.
Yeah,
so
that's for that big of an Acolyte, that's a big win. So this did a lot, if we really think about it.
Done a fair bit of damage to ourselves. So then I attacked with our 4/3 Zephyrs. Throw out the Mecharoo.
Yeah, we'll throw him out. It's
because we can.
It could be a snip snap target, you know. So it's worth
True
it.
that. And we'll have 6
He's
mana
coming.
next turn. So
yeah.
Although
Northshire Cleric, more arms and extra arms. Really making just big time. And Topsy Turvy. Whoa, what is this? So confusing. Oh,
Zilliax.
Zilliax too. You could use that to do.
Do we want to throw down our Sea Giant?
I think we have to get rid of this, right? This is crazy. Like, we can't leave this thing on there.
Okay.
And do it with Zilliax and Soulfire. That's the cleanest. Keep everything.
Do we...
Do magnetic, yeah.
Okay, a magnetic
on
Zilliax
the
onto the Mecharoo. Soulfire.
Yep.
Buy Snip Snap.
Well, you can do... Yeah, we'll do Zilliax. Snip Snap's gone. It's actually not the worst.
Yeah, probably out of the 3. Keeping Leroy in the Sea Giant.
Yeah, Leroy is going to be huge, yes. Yeah. In this scenario.
You got 7, 8, 9.
Oh, no.
So what's going on?
What's the name of that card? Wild Pyro. That's why I said, oh no.
Yes.
More arms. But that was it, right?
Yep.
Well, oh, he Divine Spirit and more arms, but it wasn't enough. That was it. Well, now you could play the Knife Juggler and the Sea Giant. Maybe you get lucky with a hit. Let's see.
Sea Giant.
Anything?
Goes to his face.
I'll use the
Mecharoo.
The Zilliax thing, yeah. There's an argument to be made to not do that, but we get an extra knife. We get
They're down to
a couple more
10,
minions,
and
he's done. All right. He was playing kind of
desperate. I don't think he got
angrily.
A good draw.
Yeah, like he
didn't get.
You don't. You don't do that as the priest because your game plan is not to try to match the minions, right? It's to swing. What is that? I don't even know what priest is called. It had like topsy-turvy and control.
Yeah,
It
it
had
was
like an
probably
OTK because like Divine Spirit.
yeah. It was wanting to get the combo where
Mhm.
you get the that one card in his hand was probably the one that swapped their health and attack.
Well, he
And
used
then there's
one.
also stuff that shenanigans with topsy turvy. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I haven't.
Well, that's over.
Yeah.
We'll try
mm,
one more.
Yep.
See. Huh. Well, at least it's different, you know? Trying stuff.
True. True.
That's good. Can't fault him for that. I think he just played it in a way that wasn't.
Optimal.
Nah, he was just dumping too aggressively. I'm like, you don't lose your cards like that as priest.
All right. We go
Like the
first.
topsy turvy on a 4-3 to make it a 3-4. That's a waste. I mean, objectively.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't want Zephyrs right now,
I don't think we want any of these.
or the history buff, or the evil genius. We'll throw all these back. I wish I'd have kept them now. We get Diseased Minion, Defender of Argus, and a Ziliax. Okay, well, then we get. Oh, Beaming
It's
Sidekick with nothing to play it on. I'm just going
eh.
to pass.
You can play him.
Just
There's no
play it?
need. Yeah, there's no need not to.
Okay.
I know that's like the death of Dan, but I'm
I
okay.
was actually kind of torn just because we don't have anything else going on.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You can draw a card this turn, I guess, because we get
Oh
Nephers
God.
at Thrasher. So
That's
we'll draw a card, because that's all we can do. We get the Witch's Cauldron. We'll
wow. This
attack.
is a mess of a hand. Okay,
Goodness,
it
we
starts
should.
going next turn. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess we play the Thrasher next.
Yeah, that's probably no matter what. That's what will happen. And he
And we draw the
just
Solarium, so we play Thrasher.
what did he do? Ancient mixed mysteries and did not play the secret. That's suspicious. I don't like that. He's gonna do 2 secrets, I think. Unless I don't know. Yeah, play that guy. Nefer set Thrasher. He plays a free secret, which is what I thought. 2 secrets, right?
Or, yeah, I don't know.
That's what you would do if you played that play. Coin. Arcane Keysmith. So yeah, in a sense, 2 secrets. Because the Keysmith gives him another secret. Alright, let's see here.
Okay, we drew the Knife Juggler.
I would play the Argus in case this is Mirror Entity.
But what about Diseased Vulture? Because we're going to take 3 damage.
Oh, that's a good call too. If it's Mirror Entity, can we deal with it? That's the question. Okay. Let's do that instead then. That's fine.
Diseased Vulture. No Mirror Entity.
I would start by going face with the cheap one. Yeah. Just
Nothing
for vaporize
happens.
and stuff. Would you even bother with this? I
With
guess.
the 2/2?
Mhm.
I want to be aggressive.
I think that's fine. You can be aggressive here.
Do you think we should get rid of the 2/2? Think there's a
Nah.
reason to clear? I'm
No,
going
not
upstairs.
really. I don't think so.
Let's see what kind of a minion we get. A 2/3.
Subpar. I mean, you could benefit. He may clear something with this 2/2, but I think aggressive is the way to go. Another secret.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, the one that does 3. Yeah, because he went suspiciously against the. But we have Argus, so that's cool.
Should we do that? Defender of
yeah.
Argus and then attack?
Send in the 1/2 and then punish him for his transgressions.
So we play Defender of Argus on our 3/3 and 2/3.
Correct.
Attack with the 1/2.
Mhm.
Oh,
It,
oh, there it is. Okay.
yep,
I'm gonna
perfect.
be surprised if we didn't get a flame ward. But we get.
Yeah, we're gonna get another thing from the 4-2. I mean, from the vulture because yeah,
We're
what is it?
attacking with our.
A 4-3. That's good. Nice and aggressive. It's bad against the flame ward, but now he's
They're
down
down
to
to 11.
11. And you have the solarium and the lackey.
Should we discover a lackey? Yeah, because we can, right?
Yes, there's no synergy or anything above this now.
Oh, counterspell.
Oh,
That's all right, because that
that's actually
saves
the best
our.
one. Yeah.
Oh, and they concede. Wow, I like this.
You see how that went? Woo.
That went. I'm up to 5 and 4 stars. We got our
Whew.
3 games in. Nice.
That was a beatdown on that mage.
Yeah.
He got all
Wow.
those secrets. You see that, and it still wasn't enough. Is that like Luna Mage or whatever? That's all there always are.
Yeah, that's what they've been with the. They also have, what do you call it in there? Destroy the minion and make 2 or whatever.
Oh
Con-
yeah,
Conjurer's Calling.
yeah.
That's usually in there too. But that's
Well, that's kind of your pace, you know. Quick,
yeah. I'm gonna be
get it
playing.
over
I
with.
will be playing some more of that.
It's fun.
Although today, as of our recording, if I'm working in a football games, today is my last day off for a couple of weeks. So
Ooh.
it could be difficult getting a lot of games in. We'll see. Don't. I'll know when I go in tomorrow if I'm working next weekend or not. But I probably am. I'd be more surprised if I wasn't. But there's a chance I won't be because there's more people that want to work than they have spots for. So anyway, but when I'm going to be getting some more of this in definitely today, and it's a nice fast deck. I'll be able to at least crank out some games somewhere along the way.
You, I mean, there are some decisions, I guess.
Oh yes, I mean, people try and say that oh, zoo decks you just play the green cards. I think just in that last game, making the call to play the minion that gave us minions,
hmm
that kept it kept it rolling and was the extra additional beatdown that mage couldn't deal with. So
Yeah, he also
it came
made that.
fast and hard.
He kind of signaled what he had over there with the.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, I know what this is because he gave it away.
Oh, and I'd also forgotten about that new card and have made the mistake of playing into it
Mm-hmm.
fatally a couple of times. So I'm getting yeah. So anyway, I think it's about that time. I think I hear it. Yep, flaps
You
are
hear?
down, wheels are down, flaps are up.
You hear something?
Yes, we're coming in for a landing. Hope everyone has enjoyed the show. If you want to send us an email, you can email us at hearthcoachpodcast@gmail.com. We could sure use an iTunes review. We haven't had one of those in a while.
I think it's been a second, but
Yeah, it's been a but again, we've all been doing this a while. There's not a lot of not a lot of new iTunes reviews coming in all around. It kind of seems, so I don't take it personally. But hey, we can always use them because if you can't go to patreon.com/hearthcoach and help us out, leaving us a review is a free and next best thing you can do to help us out.
absolutely.
You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Who knows? Someday we might go live. We keep threatening, but if we do,
I
that's why
wouldn't call it a thread, Dan. Just keep. keep suggesting that
empty,
maybe one
empty
day.
promises of going live
broken
one day.
broken promises about.
I got the recording thing down, so who knows? Maybe we'll try and do. It wouldn't be all that crazy hard, really, to go live with a show. But yeah. So follow
Talking a
us.
big game, maybe that's
Yeah,
what you say. Talk a
yeah.
big game and then
Talking,
no.
talking. Yeah. I'm, I trying not to overpromise. So much like with the I got going on with YouTube now that it's rolling. Maybe we'll try and get some more live shows going because it wouldn't be crazy difficult just to kind of go live when we do this. So who knows? But follow us on Twitter and Facebook. That's what we use those for. You don't have to worry about us blowing up your feed. So if
Definitely
you
not.
see a notification come up, you almost don't need to read it because it's just going to say something about getting ready to go live. So uh, I think I've covered everything. So that's our official business. Thank you all for listening to our shenanigans, and until next week, good luck getting to legend.
Good luck, everybody.